Hey everybody, wanted to get a war video in for this last war that we did against this Chinese clan. We were on a pretty rough patch for a little while there, and we had a lot of wins in a row, had a couple of losses, and then a lot of wins in a row again. And then we ran into this. It was like win loss, win loss, win loss, win loss, and then had a couple losses and a win and a couple losses. I think I figured out the secret to our success, the secret to the sauce, if you will. We're going to start including less Town Hall 6s, and that way will help us with the mismatches, because I've noticed that with our mismatches that we've been getting, which is why we lost a lot of these wars right here, was because of mismatches. Too many Town Hall 6s and Town Hall 5s. We're not going to have Town Hall 5s anymore in our wars. I'm sorry if you're a Town Hall 5. Move up to Town Hall 6 if you want to be in war. That's all that's to it. As far as Town Hall 6 goes, probably only going to have maybe 2 or 3 Town Hall 6s in a war at a time. I think this war we got 3. The last war we had 2, and that's whenever I started. It was the last war. So, like I said, from now on it's because we just get screwed over in mismatches too much. Not your fault. It's just the way it is with Supercell, and I'm not gonna make us continue to lose wars, because it's just no fun for anybody. It's a real drag on the morale. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go through some of these war recap videos, and this is the strategy that I use. Lone Wolf is using it. So do the CC lure, take the troops off to the side, and just go ahead and get rid of those balloons. So we're going to ×4 this, because it's going to take forever for those balloons to travel up there. So he's getting balloons up there. He's going to kill them off with those archers. That'll be the end of that. The goal here is to send in your hogs and get rid of that air defense right there. So what we want to do is, now that the balloons are gone, send in the hogs down here. Drop a heal spell to keep them healed up. They're going to work their way into the core, and they're going to go for that air defense in just a second. Once that air defense has been targeted, there goes the air defense. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to drop his balloons around the outside of the base. And I typically like to do it where the defenses are, kind of like how he just did there. But he just kind of scattered them all over the place. But, I mean, this attack is very overpowered, so it doesn't really matter all that much anyhow. Now he's just going to start dropping archers throughout the base to make sure everything gets cleaned up a little faster. And this base is 3 stars, so I'm just going to ×2 that to make sure everything gets done a little bit quicker. And you can see the short work of everything, along with the archers picking up all the loose and spare buildings. Good job, Wolf. All right. Next raid. This one was done by Hookem. I think this is oh, okay. She's kind of bringing, almost looks like a similar strategy. I'm not really sure what's in her clan castle, but she's got level 4 wizards, level 4, well, basically level 4 everything with the balloons. So these are all Town Hall 7 troops. She's kind of, that is a Town Hall 7, but it's very, very low Town Hall 7. It might as well be a Town Hall 6. So she took the clan castle troops. She's also a Town Hall 9. So she's used to dealing with bases like this. Much higher than this, I should say. She's had a lot of practice, so she should have no problem with this base. Sends in the hogs, gets rid of those air defense, that air defense right there, and now this base has no in it. Sorry about that, we got some lag again. And she's got a rage spell for the balloons, because they really need help getting there, I guess. And there goes the rest of the balloons making their way throughout the rest of the base. And that's base. She's going to send in all the archers around the outsides of the base and a couple of wizards here and there. And I don't even know if she's going to drop her king or wizard. I think she's just going to save them. Not really any reason to drop them. just wasting troops at this point. We're done with that one. All right, we're going to go to the next one. And I believe, I can't remember how this one was taken out. Let's hit replay. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was level 2 dragons. So, pretty unfair advantage on that one. You have 1 air defense in the whole base. This one could have been done with the Town Hall 6 hog trick. Sorry to deprive you of that one, Hookem, but it doesn't really seem fair to me. Yeah, at all. This one isn't really fair either, but 3 lightning spells, 4 level 3 dragons, and then Barch with a healer, which is kind of an interesting combination of troops. But so we draw out the balloons and use a poison spell, get rid of the clan castle troops, and then it's just basically a level 2 air defense trying to defend against 4 level 3 dragons and a level 5 dragon in the clan castle with a max level hog that just took out the air defense right now. So yeah, that air defense is already toast that fast. And there's a healer, a level 3 healer that's healing the lone hog. So that hog's actually going to live for, I think, the whole raid pretty much. Maybe not, but maybe it just dies right towards the end here. Yeah, there it went. So yeah, the rest of the troops are making their way around the outside of the base, and the dragons are working their way through the core, and that is that 99% and 100%. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on that one. Really easy. Town Hall 8 coming down, hitting a Town Hall 7, so obviously that's going to happen. Now this one here is done by Mr. Laugh. He's got 10 dragons, level 2, 3 rage spells, max level rage spell for Town Hall 7. Sends in his dragons on the top here, and now you can rage your dragons, or you can do a lightning spell on air defense. I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong either way. It's such an overpowered attack that either way is going to work just fine, no matter what you take. So there's 2 rage spells. They're going to allow them to get to that air defense as quickly as possible, as well as shredding through that max level dragon. And there goes both of the air defenses. Town Hall's going down now, and we basically are, I think he is fine not even having to use another rage, and not even needing to use that clan castle dragon, which I'm pretty sure that's what's in there, is a clan castle. But as long as he cleans up the outskirts, which he did, so there's no outer outlying buildings, he pretty much is able to demolish this base without having to use any clan castle troops or an additional rage spell, which is pretty awesome. So good job, Mr. Laugh. Very impressive. All right, next one is done by Buzz, and Buzz is very good using dragons as well. Uses 3 rage spells just the same. He's going to come in from the top side as well. Sends in his dragons, does a line pattern, and basically just lines out his dragons. And you see, if you watch, he's got a pretty good cluster of them out here, and only like a couple dragons that were there. And that allowed them to work their way into a line and straighten themselves out, which is exactly what you want to happen. You don't want your dragons to go in a cluster towards the outside edges and then just stray off and go around the outside of the base, if you will. You want them to get to those air defenses and take them out. There goes the air defense on. Town Hall's gone. And, he's got 1 archer tower left. Never had to deploy any of his clan castle troops, and did not have to use that other rage as well. So, once again, Buzz killing it. Buzz kill. All right, so that's the end of that one, and we will go to the next one. Good job, Buzz. And we're back on to Mr. Laugh again. So he's going to use the exact same spell comp. Actually, I looked at that. He actually has level 3 rage. He doesn't have max level rage yet. So I was wrong about that. Sends in a rage spell just to get rid of that air defense as quickly as possible and get rid of that max dragon as well. There goes the max dragon and the air defense at the same time. Now all he has left to do is he actually deployed his max level dragon as well. Now he's got to get to the other side of the defenses. This wasn't a terrible base design. I would have opted a heal spell and max level hogs, and then just drop my hogs and heal over here, taking that out, and then obviously deployed all my dragons on this side with 2 rage spells. But I mean, this obviously works really well. He's got plenty of time left, and he has almost all of his dragons left still. So obviously it worked out all right for him. He dropped his Barb King on this side over here to clean up that builder's hut, and that's the end of that one. Sorry about that. Good job, Mr. Laugh. And this one is done by Kier. He's number 12, attacking 13. So that's a pretty fair fight. Both Town Hall 8s using level 3 hogs. We're just starting to get our Town Hall 8s to use hogs now. Been trying to hound on them real hard on it. And they need to start working on their hog raids, and they need to start getting their hogs leveled up. Because dragon raids will do against a clan like this where they have max level air defenses. And I mean, dragons have a hard time with these kinds of bases with max level air defenses. Even if you just lightning spell one of them, you only have 2 left. Tough. And you throw on the air sweeper, and it's pushing your dragons around. But look at this base as far as a hogging aspect goes. You could hog that all day. You only probably need 2 heal spells to hog it if you brought a golem or a couple of. So something to consider. We definitely are going in the right direction with our hogs, using hogs. So drops a poison spell just to get that dragon slowed down and get rid of it. Here comes the balloon just creeping along. And the archers are going to take out the dragon, and this CC kill is over with. He's going to start sending in his hogs over here. Just basically does the 1 finger push. There's the clan castle hogs behind that. And let's see here. Where's that heal placement? There it is. Pops a heal over here. With level 3 hogs, you almost have to do preemptive heals. Even if your hogs aren't in the heal yet, you pretty much want them. You pretty much want to get that heal spell out there already, because they just don't have a lot of juice. So they need heal spells ahead of time, more or less. I mean, you can't wait with the heals on these guys. You got to do it quickly. Level 4, you can probably get by with it, but not at level 3. Level 5, you can actually wait for a little while because they've got a lot of meat. So I mean, they're pretty beefy, pretty porky, you could say. Hogs are going to take out that the Barb King, and his Barb King being a dumbass, not really doing much. There he goes. Now he's starting to hit stuff, and the hogs are making their way around the rest of the base and taking out everything else in the base. We're going to ×4 that and go ahead and get all those trash buildings cleaned up. Good job, Kier. All right, next raid. We got Blue. I'd say you're my boy, Blue, but she's not a boy. She's my aunt. So doing a GoLoWiPe on this base, and she's got max level troops for a Town Hall 8. Max level everything, really. She's ready to go to a Town Hall 9 any minute now. Sends in the golems, then the wizards, and then the wall breakers, just in that order. Pops a rage spell down. Go ahead and let those defenses get taken care of while you're in the rage spell right away, so you can get through the base as deep as possible. There goes the balloon, and now the dragon's just about ready to start getting going. There it goes. Wizards take out the dragon, and your P.E.K.K.A.s are making their way out of the base. Those wizards clutched that wizard tower, or that Tesla, which actually made a huge difference and allowed those P.E.K.K.A.s to retain their life because that Tesla was just ripping through them. That's what P.E.K.K.A.s very much is just because Tesla's just demolished Town Hall 9. That's, you know, their Teslas are crazy strong already, and you have 4 of them. A level 3 P.E.K.K.A just doesn't stand a chance at all. And you get all these high HP troops right here with the wizards, which is really nice because what's going to happen here is they're going to get out in front, and the wizards are going to stay out in the back, and they're just going to kind of hang out, and they're going to start shooting stuff, and they blast away at it. And they don't have a lot of life left in them, the wizards don't, but they've got just enough to where they're going to stay alive, and they're going to start taking out everything. And that P.E.K.K.A is going to work its way around the outside of the base, and by the time it makes it over here to this cannon, those wizards are canned. That is the end of that raid, and you don't have anything to worry about because no defenses can really hurt anything left that's remaining. I think there might be like a giant bomb here or something that takes out these wizards, but I can't remember for sure. I wanted to say something took out those wizards, though. I guess we'll find out here in just a tick. Oh, it was a spring trap. That's what it was. Okay. I was wondering what it was. All right. That's the end of that raid. And let's go to the next one. Good job, Blue. This one I did. Now, I'm a Town Hall 9, and I hit this base, but this can be done with a Town Hall 8. And I had a jump spell, which put it right here, but this could have been done with wall breakers very easily, or this could have been done with earthquake spells. So if you put a couple wall breakers right here, take that out, and then you could do, you know, 4 earthquakes, get this opened up, and then just 1 heal. That's all you need is 1 heal. And then obviously your poison spell for your clan castle troops. But that would have been fine. I have level 2 Valkyries, that's Town Hall 8 troop. I have level 2 Golems, that's a Town Hall 8 troop. I do have a king and a queen, but you'll see that I was so overpowered that you could have definitely done Town Hall 8 troops. I mean, and my balloons are, you know, my balloons are higher level. They're level 6. But there's no doubt in my mind this could have been done with Town Hall 8 troops. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna have to. Sorry about that, guys. We had to take a break for a little while. I don't know what was going on, but I had somebody in the clan that I didn't like, so I just decided to take care of business and just kick his ass out. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta take out the trash. So, 3 golems going in there. Could have done it with 2. Didn't need 3. There's no reason for me to bring 3. I just did it because I was gonna do this with the Town Hall 9, but Bling actually took my attack, so she got 3 plane. She did really well this war. We'll get to that attack later. Anyway, so the golems go in, Valkyries go in, wizards go in there, put a heal spell in the core, a rage spell in the core, and then throw was overkilling the shit out of this base. And then after that, I just decided I was going to drop some balloons and bomb the living shit out of it. And there goes the balloons, and this base is basically toast. Nothing left to see here, and there goes the last defenses. That wizard tower is, oh no! And that's about it. So my videos are probably going to get funnier as the night goes on. By the time we get to the last raid, I'll probably be like, I don't even care anymore. Alright, so now we have just a couple little scraps to clean up. And you can see I didn't even use that giant or those 3. We're going to go ahead and go back. I don't need to see the rest of that one. And I think you guys know the outcome of that raid. And we're going to see what Fat Kid for School has, or Fat Kid for Sale has in store for us here. Looks like he's doing a GoLoWiPe, or maybe just a a GoLoWiPe. No golems? There's clan. I did. So it's kind of a GoLoWiPe. He's got one golem. Doesn't really need two. It's a Town Hall 8. So, yeah, you just don't need that. He's got a king. That can pretty much be his next golem. He's got like 4 P.E.K.K.A.s or 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, whatever it is. I don't know. And so, I mean, he's got plenty of meat shield to where he doesn't necessarily need that golem. And there goes a bunch of his wizards and witches. Now, I want to take a second. You don't want to see what he does, a Town Hall 9 attack and a Town Hall 8, so it's not a huge deal. But you don't want to just cluster them all together like that. I mean, what happens is these mortars in the wizard tower, they get clustered together already whenever they're going inside of the village. You cluster them together whenever you're deploying, it makes it 100 times worse. And a mortar here, you're just going to eat right through those low HP troops, and you're done. You can heal them, which is going to help a little bit, but you really want to try to, pop like a here, and then throw a couple wizards behind it, and it's going to get through there, and then get into these defenses. But you don't want to just throw a shit ton of wizards in the same, because it's not going to be a good sight to see. I'll just put that. Did you want what? I don't even know what that means. All right. So the troops are making their way through the rest of the base, and I mean, he's able to walk through this base because he's a Town Hall 9. Has the extra spells, has the extra troop space, has a queen. Yeah, it's gonna help him out tremendously. If he were a Town Hall 8, I don't know if this outcome would have been the same. I don't like the fact that he clustered his troops together, but everything else turned out okay for him. His wizards and golems are staying out in front just the way they need to. The P.E.K.K.A.s and golems are staying out in front. The wizards are in the back shooting things the way that they're supposed to be shooting things, over walls and such. And we're going to ×2 this because it looks like this is going to take a while. We got a whole another minute left, just in cleanup. So he's got wizards making their way around. He's got a P.E.K.K.A. and an archer queen right there. 2 P.E.K.K.A.s and the archer queen. They're going to work their way around and take out everything else. 4 wizards and a P.E.K.K.A. over here. So yeah, he had a ton of P.E.K.K.A.s left. 3 P.E.K.K.A.s left. Few wizards. Queen. Yeah. He did all right. He did just about all right. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one. And we will replay that one. Yes, I'm in the middle of making the video, so if you watch the video, you know that you're being talked to right now, Lone Wolf. How about that? All right, so he's a good guy. I just like giving him shit. All right, we're throwing our golems out, and we got the wizards behind the golems, and they're making their way through the base. This was our number 4 attack and their number 9, so obviously it was a little bit OP. Level 2 Archer Queen and a level 10 King versus a level 11 King, which is close, and a level 10 Queen, which is not close. So there goes all of his troops making their way into the core. And you can see he's doing a GoLoWiPe on this one. So there goes the wizards making their way in. They're going to take out the town hall and get those clan castle troops taken care of. King's going to come up there and just smack shit out of the queen, and now he's going to go after the other king. King's ability is not used yet. He's still standing that heal spell, so he's got all kinds of life. He's got life for days. So he doesn't need to use it yet. Now, there goes that last. There goes the last high-level air defense, and balloons will be deployed any minute now. King's ability was used, getting all those barbarians out there, getting the rage going, and now the balloons are being deployed. And see how he drops 2 balloons per archer tower and per defense. That's what you want to do, because 1 balloon strike will damage it, but it won't destroy it. Do 2 balloons. 2 balloons, the bomb from each balloon that's been deployed will destroy pretty much all these structures except for expos. So all these structures are going to go down. We're going to ×2 this just to clean everything up because it's getting late. And that goes, there goes the rest of the base, and that's basically cleanup action from here on out. Last air defense, and balloons just took it out, and now everything's cleaned up and done with. So really good job, J-Dog. Now here comes the next one, and this one just blew me away. I just didn't even watch the replay till later, and she mentioned something about it, and look at that. There's no damn heroes there. She gets 3-star, which this isn't a high-level base, and it's an easy base. She gets 3 stars on this base without heroes. That just blew my mind. I was like, holy shit. Alright, so a couple golems get deployed, which is nice because it distracts the queen. Level 1 queen, so that's super low. Lowest you can go. And line of wizards gets put out there. And now here's another thing. That line of wizards, she loses like a shit ton of them because there's a giant bomb right there. Then you got a jump spell right here. See, there goes all her wizards. Boom. She just lost at least a third of them, if not half of them. There goes the golems right into the core. We got our wizards working on everything. And the dragon, and we got a dragon and a balloon pounding away on those golems. But luckily, they're pretty high-level troops. So if those were level 2 golems, she wouldn't have been able to make this raid work. But being that they were level golems, everything worked out just fine. So she popped a couple of witches over here. I think a giant bomb took them out for the most part. And then pops all the rest of her witches over here, thinking they were going to take the jump spell, but actually they didn't. They go around the outside of the base, and they start taking out everything here. But that's okay, because the golems have a couple wizards behind them, and they're going to take out everything inside. So basically, it's just going to turn into a circular action going clockwise, in a clockwise motion. So we're going to times 2 this because the rest of it happens a little bit slower, but it's pretty damn neat if you think about it, because there was no king and no queen involved in this raid whatsoever, and she still got 3 stars. I mean, I'm impressed. It was awesome. We're going to times 4 that because this, like I said, it's going to take a while. It's basically just cleanup action. Alright. So the next raid was a 2-star. I did terrible this war. I don't want to show any of my raids. I'm pissed. Lost my Wi-Fi connection on a guaranteed 3-star that I would have had in the bag. I don't want to talk about it. So we're not going to do that. And here goes my 3 golems. Bling it on. This is her next attack. She had a 6-star war. She just kicked ass. She just came in here with a vengeance and was like, I'm going to fuck everybody's world up. And that's exactly what she did. And it was awesome. So we're going to send in our wizards and our P.E.K.K.A.s. And now the wizards are going to go in there. They're going to take out that queen. She's got 3 P.E.K.K.A.s going in. Golems are doing a great job tanking for the Teslas, which is a good thing because the P.E.K.K.A.s would just get lit the hell up if it were the P.E.K.K.A.s that were getting hit by those Teslas. Now, Teslas have been taken out. You got a couple of Golemites moving in. A couple wizards on the back end over here. And they're going to clean up all these trash buildings along the way because nothing really is going to touch them for a little while. So she gets a lot of freebies out of that one. She's got the vast majority of her troops still here. But if you pay attention to this area over here, those wizards just took out that 1 air defense. And then this one just dropped. Now she's only got 1 air defense left. And I believe that her queen, or actually I want to say that this little group of troops right here makes it through, yeah. And they get a hold of that air defense. That's the very first thing they target. She starts sending in her balloons over here on this side, and everything starts making its way into the inner area of the base, and this base gets taken out. It wasn't a victory by a large margin, but it did work really well. Now check this out. She happens to have her jump spell left, and forgot to use it. But it worked out in her favor because that pathway was open right there. Worked out in her favor because now her queen's going to be trapped in here, and she is hardcore pressed for time at this point. So she pops her jump spell, and that allows her to get access to this other area right here. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have had time not done that. If she had used the jump spell, here-ish, I don't know if she would have gotten it. Then again, those troops would have had more free roam to get to the defenses faster. So it's hard telling. I mean, it's just kind of a big maybe, game of maybes. We're going to ×4 this because everything's going to happen slow here. She's just got a couple of troops left for cleanup, and that's the end of it. I'm not going to show the 2-star attacks because, well, a 2-star attack, 2-star attacks nice, and I appreciate them. I really do. But 3 stars are what wins wars, and so we're not going to show those. They did all right on us. They just needed to clean up a little bit of the loose ends. They didn't use all their attacks, and that's what hurt them. But thanks for watching, and we'll